University in 2002 as a way of better understanding prospective students. The MMI format allows several different faculty members to form their own impression.
Silence with you. Don't be surprised if your interviewers do not give you any feedback. Develop and sharpen proactively, as they aren't something you can learn in a few nights of practice before your interview.
It's cold. Okay.
Research lab, anatomy lab, and clinical field lab. We're a small school, but students here and the people here. 대박이에요. 그 출국 100일 안에 폰요. 문자, 사진, 포렌식에도 별거 없더니만 이거요.
고스란히 들어있습니다.
확실한 거야?
예, 현재 용량상으로 봐선 모두 손상 없이 들어있는 거 맞습니다.
오케이, 뭐 그럼 다행이고.
你攞個50,000蚊呢啲差唔多係 free 嘅喎，唔使學。咁啊，你件衫先15蚊嘅，你攞翻50,000蚊已經有。
좀 내 햄버거 먹을래? 햄버거 콜? 남자?
Come on in, we're celebrating. Oh, somebody's birthday? No, it's the 13-year anniversary of doctors not being able to own hospitals. Doctors can't own hospitals? We slipped that into the Affordable Care Act back in
never shine as bright as you. Even the dark, they still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical, the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you, to you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than